Hey, comic fans, Scott Harris King here. I'm really excited today because guess what? It's here. Yep, that big box contains all the copies of Quest number 2. So I'm going to open that box and we're going to see what we got inside. It's time for a Quest number 2 unboxing video. Okay, I've opened all the boxes. I've got all the comics. I've looked through them. They all look good. Everything looks great. So I'm really excited to show these to you. So I'm going to show you all the stuff that just came out of the boxes, plus there was a couple others that I had already gotten, a couple other variants from other printers that have arrived. So I'm going to show you everything here all at once. Starting with the regular cover right here. Got several giant piles. Of course, most people got the regular cover, so really excited for this. Rock Alves did the cover, did the interior as well, both for this issue and next issue 3. So I'm really hoping you dig his art. And then, of course, we have the module cover. It's not just the cover, of course. The this RPG edition also has 8 or 9 bonus pages of gaming supplement material. So if you want to play through the adventure in the story in your own home game, if you play D&D or something, you can, it's got all the things here. It's got the module, it's got the monsters, it's got the rules for the classes for this world. And so it looks really cool. You know, this is an homage to my favorite module of all time, the Keep on the Borderlands. Really excited for this. It looks great. We got the throwback, Bronze Age style throwback cover. This is the first thing I actually did for Quest, was this cover. It was originally going to be the cover of issue 1, and then I changed the story up a little bit, so I started in a different place. But this was like the very first thing that I did for Quest, when I was sort of almost like a proof of concept, just to see for myself what it would look like. You know, I love Bronze Age comics. I love this is an homage to the frame covers that Marvel did in 1972. So I just love the style and the design and the feel of the comics from that period. So I wanted to do these. We'll be continuing to do more of these for future issues. Similarly, every issue we've got the Endless Quest covers, which are designed to look like the Endless Quest books from TSR. I happen to keep a big pile of these right here by my desk. You can see there's like 3 different designs from different printing periods, but the design that I use is this. This is sort of the best known one in terms of the font, just the look of the book. So we're going to do one of these covers for every issue. Most of them are going to feature the regular cover, but sort of redesigned to look like the book covers. There's a couple issues coming up where I may do new artwork for this. I don't know. Tell me what you think. If you prefer me to stick with the art from the regular cover or do new art for that. But really excited. You know, these were very formative for me. I love these books when I was a kid. So having a lot of fun with that. And then we got the Walking Dead 19 homage that I did here. Super limited edition. Came out looking really cool. And then finally we've got the awesome Virgin variant of the art by Mannix Francisco with colors by Adriel Della Vecchia. This just came out so great. I just absolutely love this. Just both of them just absolutely knocked it out of the park with this cover. So there are only 50 of these made. They look so great in hand. And then there's 25 copies of the metal cover, which you really have to see in hand to see the metal. Even on video here, you can't really get a sense. You got to have it in your hand to feel the weight of the metal, but also just the subtleties in the light playing on the metal, particularly with Vess's silver armor there. It looks so cool in hand. And again, you can kind of see there the metal aspect of it. Um, but you really need to have it in your hands, particularly like since it's in a bag, the bag is reflecting some. But when you have it out of the bag and you're just seeing the cover, it's so cool. So everything looks great. We also I got another batch of the module covers for issue one. As you know, those are limited to 200 copies printed. I hadn't printed up all 200 copies during the first campaign, but we sold so many here that I needed to dip back in and get some more of that 200 printed. So we've got plenty of copies of that for everybody. So I'm really excited to get this sent out. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to start doing the fulfillment. I'm going to start packing things up. It's going to be a little while. Logistically, it just makes the most sense for me to mail them all at the same time. So there's going to be a slight delay as I pack everything up. And there's some people that have slightly more complicated orders because they have like sketch cards that they need to hand draw, stuff like that. But once I have everything packed up, we're going to send everything out. And right now we're still on track to have everything on time. I should have this out by the end of the month and mailed out. So if you backed quest number 2, thank you so much, and you should be getting this sometime soon. And then the other thing that will be happening shortly is I'll be adding quest 2 to my website, and hopefully you'll be able to also get it through through the YouTube as well. I'll try and add it to that as well. That's a little bit trickier actually for whatever reason, but so if you missed quest 2, you'll be able to get that from the website. But also quest 3 is about to come out. So once this is all mailed out, then we're going to launch the Kickstarter for quest number 3. It'll probably be at this point the beginning of March, it looks like. I want to make sure this is all mailed out before we launch quest 3. And also I want to have my other comic, Crime Busters 6. We just finished the Kickstarter for that. We're going to have that sent out to the printer before we launch quest 3. I want to make sure all that's cleared up so before we get the next thing. I never want to get ahead of myself. But about a month from now, we'll have quest 3 launched. So you'll be able to get issue 3. All the same sort of variant covers. We'll have a new RPG edition. We'll have the new Endless Quest variant and all that stuff. And we'll have the new 5th anniversary variant covers as well. You'll be able to catch up on everything. So if you haven't gotten the first couple issues and this is your introduction to Quest, there'll be a catch-up bundle. You can get all 3 of whichever of the variants that you like to catch up on the whole series. So I'm really excited for this, but it's always like a magical day when the stuff arrives from the printer. We've been working on this for months and months and months at this point. So to have it here, so it's done. It exists and it's done. It's just so gratifying. I also wanted to mention that I'll be at a convention next month, Saturday, March 9, the Independent Comics Creator Con, which is in New Haven, Connecticut, on Saturday, March 9. I'll be at that. This is the farthest away from home that I think I've gone to a convention. I say that. I went to Burlington, Vermont once. That's quite a drive. Actually, that's a little bit farther than New Haven. But anyway, if you're down in the New York City area or anything like that, come see me. Because I don't know when I'll get out. I tend to stay in the Boston area, but we're going to go out to New Haven. So I will have Quest 2 there as well as Quest 1 and the Crime Busters and Cthulhu vs. Uncle Sam and all my other stuff. So come see me there and you can catch up on everything. So thanks very much for watching. Can't wait to get this out to you, and thanks again for your support.